So, like, what I didn't tell y'all was, so I'm texting, right in Sully, right? Back on social media, we texting, going back and forth, this and this and this. So I'm sitting around there, just scrolling through my phone, scroll. I see this other dude on social media. So I'm like, okay, let me message him or whatever since Sully, the main person interest. I'm sitting around there trying to talk to and stuff like that. He giving me like the cold shoulder. So I'm sitting around there like, okay, well, let me go find somebody else to talk to because at the end of the day, I don't know what he's doing, right? So he could be sitting around and talking to somebody else and we don't know. So we, as in me and you, the audience, we don't freaking know. So I hit him up or whatever. He's like, hey. I'm like, hey. He's like, what's up? I'm like, oh, nothing. I'm just chilling, laying down, watching TV, trying to find a good movie to watch. So he's like, oh, I'm on the same type of time, this and the third. So, we just sitting around there chit chatting. We like, okay, what's your favorite snacks? Just asking the old little questions and stuff from back in the day that we asked when we trying to get to know somebody and things like that. So, everything is going good, it's flowing good, whatever. So I get time for the number. Be like, okay, well, same day type of vibe, this and the third. So I get time for the number, and we exchanging numbers and everything like that. So, we get a little FaceTime and stuff like that, but he not showing his face. So I'm like, I know it's not no freaking catfish. But he like, nah. I'm not no catfish or nothing like that. He's like, I'm just me, I'm real, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, so let me see your face. So then he showed me his face and everything, real cute, real demure, this, that, and the third. But he missing, like, I think it's like the little canine tooth thing, right? He missing that. So lo and behold, and you know what's so crazy about that too? I was on TikTok when we went on through, and it was something about the teeth if they wanted to be a dentist. If the person wants to be a dentist, they were showing like the little things and this and this, blah blah. So lo and behold, somebody come across and they missing their canine teeth. I was like, this can't be right. Something is wrong. This cannot be right. So, I noticed it. I didn't say nothing because, we all have our flaws in life. We all are not perfect beings and things like that. So I'm like, okay, maybe I could look at his side or whatever the case, maybe push it aside. He could always get it fixed and stuff like that. But other than that, his face card is cute. He real nice. He got nice jewelry, a real rollie, and everything like that, and real money. And he didn't show you, girl. So we gonna call this dude Marvin. Now, y'all, if I mix up these names, y'all, please do not chastise me when I start getting comments and likes and views and everything. If I sit around here, because I can't remember everything, all I can do is tell y'all the story and tell y'all what happened. But we gonna call this dude Marvin. So now we got Sully, we got Stacy, we got Miranda, and we got Marvin. So Marvin. So we sit around there and, we still texting and stuff like that. Like I said, I was gonna, look past the missing canine tooth or whatever the case may be. Because I like, when a man got all 32 of his jibs, all 32 of his teeth. It just makes sense to me. So, but like I said, he pulled out about $20,000, like, yo, this all me, this. What would you do? He was like, oh, I scam this. So I'm like, oh, you scam for real? He was like, I was like, well, what kind of scamming you do? Like, is it the CCs? Like, what type of stuff you do? Or are you doing more of like, names and stuff like that? And, blah, 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 bloop, bloop, bloop. So he like, I do a little bit of both, but, I don't know nothing about the names, just a little, car action, this and the third. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I was like, I wanted to get into that, type of thing, type of vibe, but I don't know, like what to do and stuff like that. And I know the materials to buy, but I just don't like, software and stuff like that. I want to get this. So I'm like, maybe one day I could teach you this and the third. I was like, okay, cool. So, because I always have my location and stuff off. It's like, I don't mind, whatever. And he's like, I'm getting, but I told him, fair warning. He was like, I told him, I was like, well, I'm getting into, like social media, YouTube, stuff like that, blah, blah. But I was like, I won't record you or nothing like that unless else you want. You'd be like, yo, I want to do a video, this and this, blah, blah. He's like, okay, cool. So we all on the same page and everything like that. And, everything flowing smooth. Like, he asked me, what I do, this and that. I was like, oh, well, I'm unemployed right now, but, I do Uber Eats. Just do like a couple of deliveries and stuff like that. And, whatever. I told him, I'm still waiting for my income tax stuff to come in the, for my account and all of this other good stuff. So, he's like, okay, cool, whatever. So, we still talking, kicking it, whatever. So he asks me, he's like, yo, I haven't been down to the movies and stuff like that in a while and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, oh, me neither, this, that, and the third. So he was like, you want to go to the movies with me one day, whatever. And I was like, oh, sure, no problem. I got a problem with that. We can go to the movies, chill, whatever. He was like, you smoke, you drink. And I was like, so, FYI, y'all, he's not much of a texter. He's not much of a, phony type of dude, whatever. So I really got to kind of like wait. Like if I text him back or if I text him first, I won't hear from him until probably like the afternoon, depending on what time I, text him and all of that other good stuff and what time, whatever, we're able to be on the phone around the same time to, actually have a communication. But the phone stuff, he like the phone stuff, he like FaceTime. He just not with the texting stuff, whatever. So, if we actually do go to the movies and stuff like that, I will let y'all know. I will let y'all know that Marvin took me to the movies, but he ain't take me yet. He ain't text me back yet. Nothing happened. So, I will let y'all know what's going on and everything like that. So now y'all could be informed and everything, because y'all is my audience, and I'm not going to let y'all down with these story times, because I think y'all liking them a lot and stuff like that. So I want to keep it going, this and this. But, every meetup with a dude ain't going to be like a story time where I'm like, oh, shit, this is happening, unless they want, like, or they come across a channel, they be like, oh, I've seen your channel, this and this. But, other than that, I try to keep it real, like, mellow, just chill, whatever, until it gets to that point where it's like me and that person, like, we going steady and stuff like that, where I can give y'all more material on what's going on and all of this other stuff. And, but still keep my personal life personal. And, not give y'all all of the deets and stuff like that. Because, like, we cool and everything, but we not that cool. So, and everything. So, peace.